So just recently, somebody had tried to scam me over Steam and Discord and try to hijack my account. So a friend of mine, or at least somebody I'd added to my friends list, sent me this message, or we had this little conversation here. He said, "Hello." It says, "I'm donating right now, and I've picked you to have my gift." He said, "Oh, neat." I kind of played along. So we migrated over to Discord, and, well, it started off with text, and he sent me this image just kind of as proof that he was not being fraudulent. So, if you look at it, if you eyeball it, it looks fine. But when you actually get to reading the actual text, it says, "Send payments to almost anyone with an Steam username, and it will go to their Steam account, period, if they don't have an account of PayPal." I know PayPal, it's going to be high quality, and they wouldn't make grammatical errors like that. So, you look at this, and I didn't see it at first myself. I actually had to go back. I had recorded most of the conversation, and these are images he sent over Discord. Also, if you notice, there's no tabs. He doesn't show any tabs. So he sent another thing, after I gave him my username. I have Steam 3-factor authentication, so I said, you know what the hell, I'll give him the username. And he typed it in and gave us this screen here. So after a little bit of chatting over Discord, I said, you know what? We're men. If we're gonna do some sort of transaction here. I knew this was a scam, so I decided, what could I get away with here in terms of screen sharing and stuff. So we got into a call, and he shared his screen with me, and we got this. And earlier in the call, I hadn't actually decided to record until about halfway through, which is just a huge mistake on my behalf, because he tried logging into my thing on Steam, which you saw in a previous image and had it up there in the, I forgot my password. So if you look at this, and you see his screen, this is what he's seeing. He has nothing on his toolbar, nothing on his tray, so it leads me to believe that this is a virtual machine of some kind. But if you look at the actual tabs on his browser, you have my backpack he pulled up, your Steam account, something on Gmail, I'm not sure what that is, I didn't get a look at it, and someone else's Steam backpack, or backpack.tf, which is, sign enough that he's up to no good. So I decided, he asked for codes and stuff, give me your authentication code. So I stalled for a while. I made sure to, you know what, let me find the thing. Where did I put that darn sheet of paper? And then he said, it's on your phone. I said, oh, that's right. So I decided to play dumb for a while. See how far I could take it. So, I typed in botched codes, basically the code, or I'd swap something. I got around to typing it in as it would be pronounced. The code would be PFG7F. Well, he got mad at me for doing this. Actually, he started getting vulgar after a while. So I actually recorded, as I said, like a 48-minute video of the conversation we had, and I wanted to upload it. I want to upload it so badly because it's just raw footage. But I don't know if my computer corrupted it or YouTube is just being a punk. But there's nothing, I've tried everything I could do on this with what I have, and nothing seems to want to work. So I took the time, went through the video, picked certain parts out of it, and I found like that he was actually having conversations with other people over Steam while we did this. So here we got a guy called Crazy RC. You see me up there in the top left. Krell the something, and the Crazy RC guy, and he says the exact same introduction. The hello, how are you? Well, I was having a donation right now, and I picked you to have my gift. So, you know, it was obvious that I wasn't the only one getting scammed, which is kind of a shame. So I went to this guy's profile, you know, make sure that he wasn't just a, you know, a bot, or not a bot, but like, you know, he just made his account the other day. And this is his account. I looked at it. He has over 1,200 hours on TF2, which led me to believe that this guy probably was at one point an actual person that played this before maybe getting hijacked himself. Maybe it was somebody that I had known that I actually befriended before, and then he got his account taken. I'm not sure because it looks fairly legit. It could be that the people actually uses Steam as well as steals other people's things. And I looked at his URL. It is literally, give me your valuables at Steam. So I took that, I marked that down, and I continued watching the video. And here I have one of a conversation of a guy called Chris the Arctic Fox. I actually contacted him over Steam, and he gave me the okay to include this. If you're watching this, thank you. You are actually quite helpful. So, he had a conversation with him, the exact same thing, but he was on to him. And he actually said something that I had never thought of. The Steam EULA. I don't know what that means, which is probably a bad thing. But he continues to say, I don't think you can transfer Steam wallet funds. I know you can gift a Steam wallet gift code, but not funds. So, putting that aside for now, the actual guy that, you know, he was trying to scam, I went back to the video, continued forward, and he gave me a better view of the screen he was working with. Firstly, we have the shipping address is to Steam wallet load, which just sounds fishy. And he put in a fake code up there. I told him, you know, MY5BV. I didn't even think I said that. I said like Y5EE, and then put the mic really close to my mouth so it sounded like other things, and he just kind of filled it in himself. And it just says error code. It doesn't say incorrect code. It doesn't say, you know, error code incorrect. It just says error code. So I thought that was, you know, clear. One of the many signs that said that this guy was not legit. So, all in all, our target is give me your valuables at Steam. And his Discord, if you ever want to contact our friend. And after a while, he kind of got on to me. Because, I mean, I took this to friggin' over a couple of hours worth of just trying to see how much information he could leak to me. And eventually, he just kind of, he hung up. He said some vulgarities and hung up and sent me this. Which is delicious irony. You are just wasting my time here. It's the wrong "you're," mind you. So I thought that was quite a nice ending there. The "you're just wasting my time." You're wasting mine. If you think that your anger is justified, mine should be tenfold. So, what I gotta ask you is, find this guy and report him. I mean, he has clearly tried scamming several people, including myself. That was probably his biggest mistake. So I want you. I don't like the concept of like witch hunts, but most of the time when people do these, like make a witch hunt, it's over politics or saying something kind of offensive. But in this instance, it's actually trying to steal somebody's things. I mean, I have over 100 games on Steam, and I would hate to lose that. I would hate for somebody who is more gullible than I am to, lose hundreds of dollars worth of things just because they fell for something. I want to keep I kind of want to make this a bit of a PSA, be careful with who you're dealing with when they bring these sort of things up. Look very carefully and think about what you're looking at, If they say, yeah, I'm going to give you money over this, research it. I mean, I knew that what he was doing was fake when he asked for my authentication code. I got a text on here saying somebody tried to change my password, put this code in to change your password. So I knew right off the bat he was trying to get into my crap. I didn't know that you couldn't move Steam funds or PayPal account funds to a Steam wallet. I actually contacted PayPal after this over Twitter. They support, and I asked them, this exact question. How would this be possible? They said, no, you can't. So take the time, if you're ever offered something like this, to make sure that you know this person well, to know that what they're doing is possible or even, legal, and be careful. Just double check this sort of thing. Make sure that you're dealing with something that you could actually get done rather than just have your stuff stolen. So I don't do a whole lot good for this world, and I hope that this helps someone. I mean, just think about things. I really would like this to end up saving somebody from getting their accounts stolen or games taken or items, traded away. I want to prevent unfortunate things happening to other people. So, I mean, I apologize that this couldn't be a more humorous video. I hate that this is a more serious tone, but it's out there. So please, do me a favor and report this guy. I don't want him to get away with this anymore. I don't want anyone who doesn't know enough about Steam and PayPal to actually fall for this. I do not like witch hunts, but in this instance, this guy is just being a thief. That's all he really is. So, no fancy ending or intro, just this. And to the PayPal rep, thank you. To Chris the Arctic Fox, thank you. Just thank you for sitting down and watching this. I apologize again for this is just more of a PSA than anything, just kind of a recording. I would like witnesses to see that this is something that happened. I will get the raw footage out as soon as I can find out how to, and how to make YouTube not stop processing it 95%. But once I actually get it, I will upload it. So you can see exactly what happens. Because the target, we'll just call him Andrew, because that's what it says on his Discord. He says something in the video in what I assume is Indian, and I'd like to know what he's saying. It might be important as to what's going on. I would also like to apologize to Discord. I think I actually broken a law here by recording this sort of conversation without the consent of the Andrew fellow. Um, this sort of thing is, I was doing it as defense, as proof that this is something that's happening. I take full responsibility for any and all punishment I get from Discord. I just want the message to get out there. I would like the proof to be there, that this happened. Um, Thank you. Just stay safe out there, all right? The internet can be a nice place, but it has some uh, not so safe people out there.